Now, first of all, I will apologize for any noise coming from the neighbor is doing some DIY and he's been doing some drilling, but I will try to eliminate that noise as much as possible for you. What I wanted to do today was a positive side of China, but the news doesn't allow me to do it. But this is the kind of thing that I wanted to show to you. Or a positive side of what Shanghai in China is like yesterday or today. But the news doesn't allow me to do this. So this title is the QR code controlling China. The killer app helps Chinese government build the world's first digital gulag. If you want to know what a gulag is, basically go back to Germany in World War II. Here today is the first report from across Asia.
Life is going back to normal, but caution remains high and new tools are being used to avoid a second wave of infections. QR codes have now become the passports that allow Chinese people to move around. To get into a shop, one must show a green health code proving good health. This is obtained by scanning a mosaic through a mobile app. The green health code depends on a number of different factors, including travel history in the last 14 days. For the customers, the system is reassuring.
我觉得这个比较安全，让每个顾客能够感觉到整个城市的一个保障，然后让那些店里的员工也感觉到上海这个城市是很安全的一个城市。
But for those who obtain a red code and are in good health, no explanation is given. This is the case for this man, who had no one to appeal to when he just finished quarantine after a trip to a different province.
因为我们这边写字楼就是需要登记嘛，还需要每天的一个测温，第一次需要出示这个随身码，它需要判断你是否正常健康，所以就是我当时是红色，就没有办法，不太合理吧，但是也是一种防疫的一种手段吧。
The precautionary measures are reinforcing the Chinese state's surveillance. After analyzing the code of one of these apps, this journalist found that once registered, the user's data was handed over to the police.
There's nothing on the app to tell you that the police are in any way involved. It says that this is a government service, but then it doesn't sort of specify beyond that, so it's pretty surprising to then see this beacon that's immediately going to police.
Has the pandemic become an opportunity for China to boost surveillance of its citizens? According to the authorities, these are just exceptional measures.
Please note that videos like this on my channel do get demonetized by YouTube, and it'd be wonderful if you can like, and it'd be wonderful if you can subscribe and share. That's absolutely epic for you. Notify your friends of what's happening. Hopefully this is sort of very objective and what news is, how it's happening. But if you would like to support financially, then please do so. The links are in the description below. This is the thing. We are all human, and we do hope that the people in China can go back to some kind of normal or relatively normal life, like we have here in Cambodia, in Thailand, Vietnam, America, and Europe. Now, other things which alarmed me today was that the United Kingdom is spending a bucket load of money related to the COVID-19 PPE or PTE or PPE equipment, the hazmat suits, the white suits, the gloves, etc., etc. This I found really shocking, that the UK taxpayers are wasting millions, billions of dollars on China when really it should be going to helping the people in the United Kingdom. Tax in the UK is really expensive. There's the normal tax and national insurance. Granted, you don't have to pay for healthcare like you do in the United States of America, but it's like, in general, 1/3 of your salary. So if you get $99 per week, you're only going to get $66. It's ridiculously high. This is a member of Parliament.
Before the House, it's very simple. This is a plea for answers, a plea for clarity and a plea for the truth. And the choice that the House makes today is simple too. Our demand is clear. End the cover-up and begin the clean-up. Yeah. We already know that the so-called VIP lane for PPE enabled the shameful waste of taxpayers' money and inexcusable profiteering by unfit and unqualified providers. We know that the government has already written off £10 billion of public funds spent on their personal protective equipment that was either unusable, overpriced, or undelivered. Ministers have admitted that they are still paying £770,000 a day of taxpayers' cash to store gloves, goggles and gowns, enough to pay for 75,000 spaces in after-school clubs or 19,000 in full-time nursery care. £106,000 of that money is sent to China every day alone to pay for the storage costs. We already know that £4 billion worth of unusable PPE has been burnt to generate power after 70 million PPE items were sold off for just £400,000. What we don't yet know, Madam Deputy Speaker, is what was said in correspondence.
I'm very happy that I don't have to pay United Kingdom tax. One more thing I have to show you today is someone in China from near enough 2020, January 2020, when COVID-19 first started, basically, and they did all the numbers right up to December the 2nd, 2022 in China. Now, please note, these numbers and figures do come from the National Statistics Board of China. So, and we know that China always sort of underestimates or puts the numbers down. But have a look at this graph. And basically, this is the only video I'm making for today. I've actually got quite a busy day, to be really honest with you. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully on Thursday. But from Wednesday, the 7th of December, 2022, have an awesome day wherever you are. Keep warm, keep safe, keep well. Peace to everyone, but not Xi Jinping. Bye-bye.